Shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to all you sincere Akyam. And this is your brother Abarawan back again with another video. And what we have here is another edition of the scoffing, scoffers being scoffing, the scoffers scoffing, okay, the mockers mocking, all right, because that in this truth, man, we have these things out here, the scoffers and the mockers. Okay, so this is the book of Matthew 18, verse 7. Woe unto the world because of offenses, for it must needs be that offenses come, but woe to that man by whom the offenses come. And you have to bear with me while I just quickly, set my screen rotation. All right, so okay, I don't really do that much. So let me just quickly do that. Auto rotate. There we go. All right, now let me play this video. Okay, this is response to Hebrew Israelites can't answer this question by the elder Manatazak by GMS Bible Teachers SC7. And what you have is another wicked ass scoffer. So without further ado, like the elder always says,
any Hebrew Israelite can answer this question for me. Let's think about this logically. Now, if we really look at it, if slavery, Jim Crow, KKK, all the different things that happen to black people, let's say it happened to Asian people, okay? Let's just say that as an example, that slavery happened to Asian people. Would there be Hebrew Israelites? Would there be 5%ers? Would there be Nation of Islam? Would there be all these other religions that are within the...
all right, so that's all I'm going to play about it. And let me just make one thing very clear. There are no what ifs in this truth, okay? No ifs and no buts. There only is and there isn't. There isn't no what if this happened. What if you didn't receive the truth? What if you weren't a Christian? How would you get this truth? What if this or that? What if, some another nation went into slavery? What if another nation was claiming to be the Israelites, which of course another nation is Amalek, but that's beside the point. There are no what ifs in this truth, okay? The Most High only deals with certainty, all right? And this just shows, if you doubt, as scripture, what scripture says, if you doubt, it just shows that your faith is weak, all right? And all this dude right here is showing is that his faith is weak, that his faith is not strong, all right? So this is the book of Romans 14, verse 1. He that is weak in faith receive ye, but not to doubtful. Okay, sorry, wrong precept. But yeah, this just shows that this individual, his faith is weak, okay? Because he doesn't have faith in the words of the scriptures. He doesn't have faith, and even more so, he lacks understanding. That's that Hosea 4, verse 6 right there. Hosea 4, verse 6 right there. My people perish for lack of understanding. And because thou hast rejected the commandments of the Most High, he will reject you, and you shall be no priest unto him. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay, because here you have this guy talking about what if, another nation, because it's fallen upon another nation. Well, that's just the damn thing, okay? When you're talking about nations, why are you mentioning blacks? Why are you mentioning Asians? Why are you mentioning these different and let's go back a little bit so you can hear all the different nationalities he mentioned.
Any Hebrew Israelite can answer this question for me. Let's think about this logically. Now, if we really look at it, if slavery, Jim Crow, KKK, all the different things that happen to black people, let's say it happened.
There is no such thing as black people. See, this is the thing that this guy is not getting. Slavery, the causes happened to the Israelites, all right? It couldn't have happened to any other nation because the Most High was not dealing with any other nation in that level. The covenant was not given to any other nation. There is no what if. And this is exactly why I made that video, foregone conclusions, because there are some things that are, definite, set in stone in this truth that cannot be, what's what I'm looking for, changed, okay? That cannot be, there are some things that are in this truth that cannot be changed, that are, that basically stay the same forever. That's why you say that. That's why you believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. That's part of our faith, okay? So let me get some precepts to go into that. Because this is what they teach you in this kingdom. The maybes, the probablys, probability that it's possible that this could have happened, okay? It's possible that this could have happened. What ifs, going into alternate ideas that are completely lies, okay? So yeah, that's basically what you sorry about that. I was with that. I accidentally pressed that button. I accidentally pressed something. But that's basically what you see with these people out here in the world. They have you people out here in the world, you have way too much doubts, okay? And you don't understand how the scriptures work. The scriptures deal in absolutes, okay? Not this nonsense about what ifs. And this is just all part of Esau's wickedness, man, deception. Okay, so this is the book of Hebrews 6, verse 17, wherein the Most High willing more abundantly to shew unto the heirs of promise the immutability of his counsel, confirmed it by an oath. And that's basically what I was looking for. Immutability. So you already know what is going to happen next. So I'm getting that word, okay? Immutable. So that's I'm not really going into it on the phone, I'm using the laptop to go into it. Immutable. I have a bunch of tabs open up right now. I don't really do much videos on the laptop because that's a lot more MB, I think. But anyway, what I want to get is this immutability. So yeah, we got the etym and the dictionary definition. And basically what immutable means is unchanging over time or unable to be changed. And when you come into this truth, the first thing you should understand is that this truth is immutable. Okay, it's already set in stone. I believe that is Isaiah 46, verse 10. And the Most High declared the end from the beginning. So there's no point in changing anything because the end of this story has already been written down from the beginning. And that's basically what this is. So yeah, this is the word immutable, unchanging, unalterable. From the Latin immutabilis, unchangeable, unalterable. And from the assimilated form of in, which is not, opposite of immutabilis, changeable, from mature, from mutare to change. And basically what the word immutable means is unchangeable, right? And this is exactly what this truth is: unchangeable, unalterable. You can't bring your ifs, ands, and buts into this truth, okay? You can't bring all these what ifs trying to sow the seed of doubt in this truth, because that's exactly what this nigga is trying to do right here. He'll tell you that, oh, well, what if, you're hanging on this thing? What if it happened to somebody else? That's the thing. It couldn't happen to somebody else. That's what you people in the world don't understand. The causes, okay, your slavery, your Jim Crow, even though there are more things than that you can use to identify the Israelites, but the main thing we're focusing on is the center of his arguments. And basically, the answer is simple: it could not have happened to anybody else. And you see, this is the kind of answer that niggas in the world will never accept. But it doesn't matter because the answer still remains the answer. The truth still remains the truth. Alright, so continuing on. Hebrews 6, verse 18. That by two immutable things, in which it was impossible for the Most High to lie, we might have a strong consolation who have fled for refuge to lay upon the hope set before us. And I believe in the book of Malachi 3, verse 6, it says, I am Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Okay? So yeah, the Most High would never have carried, anybody else except the Israelites into captivity. So let's continue with all the other nations that you mentioned.
Slavery happened to Asian people.
There's no such thing as Asian people because Asia covers different nations. You have Moab, you have Elam, you have Ishmael as well, you have Ammon, even have Japheth out there, man. Okay, different nations going into the Asians, right? Asian is not a nationality. Black is not a nationality. When we talk about the curses, we're talking about the curses falling upon the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And the fact that this nigga right here is only using the curses, which of course, the curse is a major identifier for who our people are. Okay. And the thing is that at the transatlantic slave trade is probably one of the biggest Holocaust level events. I don't think I should have used that word. YouTube will probably get on it. But anyway, it's one of the biggest events that happened in recent history, man. Which is why we are always going into it, because just that event alone, all right, the transatlantic slave trade proves that we are the Israelites. Because why do you think Esau Edom went after us, the Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native American Indians, and put them in slavery? The Latinos and Native American Indians were put in captivity as well. Research the triangular slave trade. Why do you think that happened? Esau knew what he was doing, okay? You go into the history of Christopher Columbus, he knew that he was going to meet the Israelites in the New World. You go into the history of the conquistadors and the American slave traders, and also the Amalekite slave traders as well, that took our people from the west coast of Africa all the way to the New World. They knew they were taking Israelites as well. Fort Judah, Fort Benjamin, they called them Hebrews for God's sake. No, Hebrews for God's sake, man. They knew who they were taking. They knew that they were carrying the Israelites into captivity. So when you say, oh, the Hebrew Israelites got it wrong, oh, oh, the Hebrew Israelites use slavery as a reasoning for why they believe in what they believe, which of course there's more to it than that. Because this individual is speaking from a place of pure ignorance, okay? Anybody that knows anything about history, that knows anything about the scriptures, knows that, who knows those are who the Israelites are, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. History proves it, prophecy proves it, okay? Even in your everyday life, you can see that these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are different from all the other people on the planet, man. They're just built, they're just built different, okay? They're different in their spirit as well. And of course, also going into all our scattered flock that are scattered, all of our scattered, brethren that are scattered throughout the fucking corners of the earth, that have become the speckled bed, okay? My heritage is unto me like a speckled bed. I believe that is Jeremiah. So okay, so let's go with this video. And you know that this is only for the Hebrew Israelites, because you might add 5% tax, you might add Nation of Islam, Moors, and all that, but who else goes into the courses? Who else talks about transatlantic slave trade as proof that we are Hebrew Israelites, that we are the chosen of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? It's only the Hebrew Israelites, man. But yeah, this is lesson just basically going to go into the fact that there are no what ifs in the scriptures, okay? You can't be saying what if this happened, what if that happened, okay? All of that that's just bringing in confusion, okay? And you're showing you are trying to sow doubt, okay, sow discord, okay? I remember what the scripture says, that a double-minded man, because that's exactly what this is. You try to make, but yeah, let me get that as well, okay? You can't be having doubts, okay? You can't be thinking about, the what ifs, okay? You can't be have any buts, okay, or maybes. There are none of that in this truth. So this is the book of James 1 verse 8, and it reads, so yeah, James 1 verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That's basically it, okay? And this is all the point of sowing doubt, man. And this is an agent. This dude was set up to do this, okay? I firmly believe that, right? Because he's showing, he's trying to show you that, oh well, this is you're trying to argue for a carnal placement, and the argument isn't even that solid, because you can't say any what ifs because it didn't happen, okay? There aren't any what ifs in history. There aren't any what ifs in the truth. The truth either is the truth or it isn't. You can't be going, well, what if that wasn't it, what happened? What if this, or what if that, What if the sun doesn't rise from the east or rise from the west, but it actually rises from the north, and we've been, all these what ifs, okay? All these this is basically what they call, this is basically the evil conversation that is written up in the scriptures. Alright? That gendereth strife, that soweth discord. And that's basically the picture that's in my mind right now. Sowing discord among the brethren. Because That's what he's bringing. He's bringing that chaotic spirit of this world, man. So this is the book of Proverbs 6, verse 19. Proverbs 6 verse Saka. I'll start from Proverbs 6 verse 16. These 6 things doth Yahweh hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running into mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. That's basically what this dude is trying to do, okay? Bringing confusion by speaking about things that he doth not understand. You think we only use slavery as a reason for why we are Israelites? When we have relics, in the various places that we were taken out of into and put into captivity, going into our history, where we have the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai on us, and that's the main, okay, the main proof that we are Israelites. We have the spirit of the Most High upon us. Okay, that's why we're able to come out here to the highways and byways and do this work. So, if you want to actually make an argument, and I'm not really going to help you, build up an argument. Just ridiculous. And yeah, so that's basically the lesson. Okay, no ifs, no ands, no buts in this truth. Okay, this word is immutable. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is immutable, and you can't say what if this happened because it didn't. Okay, and that's just a fact. So your argument is completely off. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'asham Yawashai, Ba'asham Racha Kwadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalom.